weather, you need windshield wipers that can handle whatever the elements bring. Replace your windshield wipers with Bosch Icon, featuring ClearMax 365 rubber technology. The calm in the storm.
WRIE Erie and W242CU Erie, a Cumulus media station. CBS Sports Radio, 96.3 and 1260. Sponsored by the Yankee Honda, winner of the Better Business Award for Ethics. Time for the Otters Hour on CBS Sports Radio, 96.3 and 1260. An inside look at the team and people that make the Erie Otters your team.
And welcome inside another edition of Otters Hour. I'm your host, Aaron Cooney. Here we're live at Molly Brannigan's from 6 to 7 o'clock. We'll be here. Well, we're hanging out just on the side of the bar, and you can also stop in, meet the Otters, as today my guests are Brendan Sellen and Maxim Golok. Guys, thanks for joining me here on the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
And also stop by Molly Brannigan's and try the Yeti, the Erie Otters signature sandwich of the month, created by Chad Yetman, as he brought, I think it's a wrap that's got barbecue pulled pork, cheese, tater tots, and you use bacon as well. So yeah. I think we may get you guys some. You can give your review by the end of the show. But we'll be here from 6 to 7 o'clock talking Erie Otters hockey, as the Otters are hot right now with points in their last 3 games, picking up 2 victories over the course of that as well. And it started on home ice. That Wednesday game against the Kitchener Rangers really didn't go the way you guys, I'm sure, had hoped, but you bounced back over the weekend. And then just last night, as we got back from Kitchener in what was an not really anticipated overnight stay, where we had to go up a little earlier, and then beating the Rangers in a shootout Tuesday night. So let's take it back to Friday at the Erie Insurance Arena against an Oshawa Generals team, and an interesting game because throughout the first 2 periods of the hockey game, you guys are held to just 8 shots on goal, but you come up with 3 goals, and you take a lead 3-2 against a team that probably a lot of outside onlookers would have seen Oshawa going to visit the Erie Otters and chalked up a W for the Oshawa Generals, being a team that's right there, home ice advantage, and trying to chase down the Niagara Ice Dogs and the Ottawa 67s for some of those top seeds. But you guys, took advantage of your opportunities. What was working in that hockey game, the way you guys were able to bounce back from Wednesday's loss against the Kitchener Rangers, and then to take a lead? Well, you were down, tie it up, take the lead against the Oshawa Generals.
I think going into the game, like you said, some of the people may have thought that we weren't going to win the game, but we always have belief and trust in our group. We know we're pushing for that final playoff spot and maybe even the 7th seed, and we just battled and worked hard. Even though we only put up 8 shots, the bounces went our way. And on a goalie like Kaiser, he's a pretty solid goalie in the league. It's not something you see too often, but I think we took the most of it, and it was huge to get a point in that game.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, we probably weren't the favors going into the game, but I mean, if you look at some of our other games, we beat teams like Ottawa, we beat Niagara, we beat Guelph. I mean, there was definitely a belief, like Max said, before the game that we can do this, and since we're a team kind of looking into the playoffs, I mean, I don't think we have that much pressure on us. We just go out and play and do our best and try every game, and we came out almost with the victory we wanted, but I thought we had a good game overall.
And I do want to ask you about that, Brendan Sellen, and also you, Max, to get into it, because I guess one of the stats when you look at the Erie Otters and some of the things that haven't been there, it may have been special teams, but on a night like that, you guys go 5 for 5 on the PK against a pretty good offensive squad in the Oshawa Generals, and then 1 for 3 on the power play as well, with a team that's pretty good at killing penalties off as well. Special team-wise, we've seen you a lot more as a first-year guy on the PK. Brendan, what has been working for this group as well over the last couple of games, because you guys have been hot? I guess just trusting each other. I mean, knowing that if you do your job, other guys are going to be in the right position and do their job as well. And, everyone's blocking shots. Everyone's, really sacrificing themselves, putting their bodies on the line. And I think that's what's really helped us out here. Max, the power play has definitely changed a bit, as even if you look at last year and your first year, you lose a guy like Owen Hedrick, who kind of ran things back there. Even the course of this season, you lose Kyle Maximovich, and that's kind of grown a bit with new players and in different situations that you have to get in and try to fill. How has Coach Wes Wolf, and I know he's been part of running that power play, how has it grown over the last couple of weeks? And I know you're just getting back in the lineup this past week, but taking a bigger role and finding this power play that's been able to score in some timely manner.
Well, yeah, for sure. It's definitely different without Kyle. We used to run a lot of offense through our left side where he played, and now it's just more about urgency. I think that's a huge factor when we're on the power play, not getting lenient and not getting too comfortable just since we have a man up. But I think we've showed a sense of urgency and moved the puck well and generated lots of scoring opportunities.
So it was a huge week for Erie when you look at the standings and what the Otters were looking to accomplish. It's a few points behind the Windsor Spitfires, and you guys had games in hand going into that weekend before taking on the Windsor Spitfires on Saturday. So you do pick up that point. You climb closer within the Windsor Spitfires, and then you take on Windsor on Saturday night at the Erie Insurance Arena. So you get into that first period, shots, the game seemed pretty even, and then they capitalize on two little bounces that go their way, and you guys are down 2-0 going into the second period. What's said during the intermission to keep you guys, to let you know, we're right here in it against this team, knowing how critical this hockey game is?
Yeah, exactly. Just said we knew we were right in it. Maybe a couple, maybe some nerves going into the game, knowing it was such a big game. But yeah, like you said, we were right in it. We kept with the same game plan the whole game, and our bounces started to go our way. So yeah, it started going well for us.
Max, how'd it feel to get that first one in that second period? You to get on the board. You've been out of the lineup for a few games when you were out sick, and then finally pot one in just your third game back in the lineup. To kind of spark the boys and get the offense rolling.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely huge relief off my back. It felt really good to get that one. Early on in the season, scoring wasn't really going my way, so I was kind of nervous to see if that trend would continue, like when I got back from my sickness. But because before I got sick, I was kind of on a roll. But it was important to get that first one, and I feel good now.
So you guys, Max, you get that one to put the Otters on the board. You're within one, but Windsor gets it right back. So you go into the intermission, you're down 3-1, and again, it seemed like this group, there was no quit in it, and that's kind of been one of the things that I've noticed with this team as the years gone by. Last year, Mac, you were part of this team where you saw leads disappear in the third period, maybe not able to come back in this kind of opportunity, but here this season, you guys lead the league in comebacks in the second period, comeback victories when trailing after two periods. And this would be another one. Down by 2, Brendan Hoffman, Emmett Sproul cash in, 2 quick goals, just 22 seconds apart. I mean, what's it like on the bench to see something like that happen and knowing that you guys are never out of a hockey game, despite what the score is coming into the third period?
I think we were out shooting them for the most part of the game, and the goalie was playing pretty well. But then we capitalized. Brendan Hoffman made a really good play down the right wing, drilled the net, and scored a nice one. And then Spore capitalized on a turnover, which was huge. And getting 2 quick ones definitely swayed the momentum in our favor. And for the remaining of the game, I think we were dominating them, and that carried over into overtime, where we couldn't bury, but came up big in the shootout.
So what goes into a lengthy shootout? This one, you'd already been involved in a 12-round shootout in North Bay that, Brendan, you finished off in a marathon like that. This one goes 9 rounds that needed some clutch scoring to keep this alive, which you provided again, Brendan. 2 for 3, I think it is, in your shootouts now on the season that have come up big. So what goes into the mind of a shootout shooter when you step onto the ice and, well, is it prepare your move? Is there anybody on the ice or on the bench that tells you, here's the tendency, here's a weakness? How do you know what you're going to go out there and do?
Yeah, well, I mean, in North Bay I shot, I think, yeah, like you said, I think it was 12th. So, I mean, after 11 shooters, you kind of see what works, what doesn't work, what to do. And again, here when we played Windsor, I went 8th. So, I saw you kind of needed to fake them out, make the first move, make them bite, and then, just slip it by them, and that's what I did. So, yeah, all the nerves had kind of gone after the first 7 shooters. Yeah, it kind of reached the peak at the 7th one, and then I was like, I don't know, the nerves kind of went away and just took the shot. So,
Max, it seems like you have a bunch of tricks up your sleeve that you can go to if you wanted to during a shootout. How do you approach things and try to figure out what am I going to do against this goaltender? Because we've seen a couple of different moves from you throughout the course of the season.
To begin the year, I tried out some different moves, and they weren't really working. And then in Sioux, I think it came down to me to shoot, and I just went back to my the move that I did last year, and it worked. So I stuck with that, and I've been sticking to that, but I think some of the goalies might be catching on to that, seeing on Instagram and like when OHL official posts the shootout. So I think when I want to get against Windsor, Cole Nintz, as soon as I waved my stick over the puck, he poke checked right away. But in Kitchener, it worked a bit better. I just couldn't slide it under him though.
Is that when you get into a shootout and you have these the opportunities, the way they continue to pop up for the Otters, is this any work that you guys put into it during practice? Do you do a lot of work on this with your own goalies, with Murph and Cole?
Well, after practice, we usually play pressure, which is a game where one guy shoots, and then if the guy scores, there's pressure on the next guy, and if he doesn't score, then he's eliminated. So we do that after practice sometimes, and it's fun. It's just a little fun game after practice, and it definitely helps you practice some moves and try out some new ones as well.
Rookies can't play though, so just the vets get to play that. Yeah.
Isn't there? Did you guys go down on the other side or something for the rookies to play a game, or you guys just completely cut out of the reindeer games during practice till next year?
We just kind of lurk around the center ice and see if there's some free ice there, and we just take it. Yeah.
There's no rookie goalie anymore. Last year we would get Murph down in the other end and start our own game.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, but this year they're like CC or Murph doesn't want to go down there.
No.
Just grab some pads and strap somebody up. Just talk to JP. There's got to be some equipment back there. For a fact, I know there's stuff back there that he can go and grab, and you can just grab a stick or something. Whoever's like the man that's pulled out of the pile up, they get the.
Well, CC just got his new gear in today, so we could use his
there it is.
Gear.
Yeah.
Yep. For sure.
Did you ever play goalie? Did you ever play little? No.
In house league, obviously.
Yeah. Okay. Kind of rotate around through.
Yeah.
You ever interested in you guys at all?
My brother used to put pads on me and he used to play hockey, so he used to throw me a net and just rip pucks at me.
Same with mine.
Yeah.
That's the fun of being the younger brother of the group, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a look at this past Tuesday, because this one was maybe an even bigger one. So you pick up the win. You pick up 3 points over the weekend, and with 3 games in hand still on Windsor, you're behind 3 points, and this goes into last night, visiting the Kitchener Rangers, and boy, if you compare just the 2 games, for me, up top watching, and you saw the way Kitchener kind of controlled that hockey game once they got rolling on Wednesday back home, to the way you guys came out in the first period and throughout this hockey game on Tuesday night in Kitchener, it looked like tale of 2 different teams. How well prepared were you guys for this one and wanting to go out there and show Kitchener? You guys did not get our best hockey game. There's a lot more for us to show you here.
Well, in that game, a lot of their goals were generated off odd man rushes, and that's something we gave up a lot of, and I think it was just a lack of effort. Our F3 not reloading, or just not communicating, not supporting one another, and going into Kitchener, we, again, like every game this season, it's a big one for us, battling for that last playoff spot, but we just worked hard and didn't allow any odd man rushes, and instead we got a lot of offensive zone time and generated lots of scoring opportunities in their end.
And a different situation in this one, Brendan, where you guys go up, and you're up after a 4-goal combined second period, but head into the third with the lead, and it looked like Kitchener kind of just snapped out of a bit of a funk, and they came right back at you guys. But you guys didn't miss a beat either. Even though they did tie it up, you guys hung in there, went back ahead. How was that? How did that third period play out on the bench? Seeing Kitchener come back and tie things up, but you guys still obviously not out of it.
Yeah, I think the way it could go, we could come back in a game, or they could come back. Either way it goes, I think you just got to stay level-minded and just keep playing the same way. Whether you're down, you're up, anything could happen. So we just knew we got to keep playing and hopefully get the result we wanted, which we did.
10 shots in overtime before you go to a shootout. I mean, we got 5 minutes to get in there, and there were some opportunities there for Kitchener as well. But man, you guys were just clicking. You really did not want it to go to a shootout. It seemed like in overtime last night.
Yeah, it was definitely. I thought we killed off a huge penalty, but then they got a lucky bounce to bury that first one, and that kind of changed the momentum into their favor. Then I think they scored another one pretty quick, not long after. But our morales remained high, and going into overtime, we knew we were dominating the game. And I think G alone had 6 shots in the overtime, and I thought we could have easily finished that one, and we definitely deserved to win that one.
You guys do end up going into the shootout. some clutch shooting from Garrett Podobny, and then Peter Chaika ends it towards the end. And that's 2 big points for you guys. And to come up to a challenge like that, you know what's – you guys, we were talking just off air before we started. You know what the challenge got ahead of you, being just behind the Windsor Spitfires, having games in hand, but to get a victory like that, whether it is a 3-point game, but you're chasing the Spitfires to pick up 2 critical points using a game in hand. What was the message after the game in the locker room and just around the guys, knowing that we took advantage, took care of business the way we needed to?
Yeah, like you said, we took care of business. The energy was high, the spirit was high, but at the same time, it's like, we're not in yet. We're on the playoffs yet. We still have so much work to do. We still have 15 games left. Basically the thoughts were we just need to keep rolling, keep it going, and we said, we should be fine with these games coming up here.
And the Otters do have 15 more games on the way, 2 in hand on the Windsor Spitfires. They're just a point behind the Windsor Spitfires for the final playoff spot in the Western Conference. And if you guys keep playing the way we're rolling right now, maybe we're not even talking the 8 seed. Maybe we're talking even more because you can still, it's within reach with another 5 weeks in the season here with the Sarnia Sting and the Owen Sound Attack, even the Kitchener Rangers just ahead of you in the standings. This is Otters Hour. I'm your host, Aaron Cooney. With me, Brendan Sellen and Maxim Golod on the show. We'll be live at Molly Brannigan's until 7 o'clock, so stop on by. I know we have Otters tickets that are we've been given away here throughout the show. And also try the Yeti, the Otters signature sandwich of the month. Chad Yetman provided this one, a good one, barbecue pulled pork with, I think it's like nacho cheese or beer cheese, along with some tater tots, all inside this wrap with bacon. So definitely try that one out here at Molly Brannigan's, and you can always never miss a away game or a home game here. They have them on live stream on the TV, so Molly Brannigan's is your Otters away game destination on top of that. So we got to step away for a break. When we come back, we'll have more with Brendan and Max right after this. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Introducing the 2018 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. You can buy now for only $17,988. The Sport has available features such as 7-inch touchscreen, rear view camera, Bluetooth, and of course Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Or buy the family-friendly 2018 Mitsubishi Outlander for only $19,988 or get 0% financing for 72 months. This 7-passenger top safety pick is designed to keep you and your family safe and financially sound. So we dare you to compare the 2018 7-passenger Mitsubishi Outlander that you can buy now for only $19,988 or 0% financing for 72 months. Also, come see the exciting lineup, including the all-new Eclipse Cross, only at Interstate Mitsubishi, 1/2 mile south of the Mill Creek Mall on Route 99.
Discounts include $500 dealer APR cash, which requires financing through dealer indirect lending service. Prices prior to tax, title, and license. Discounts may not be combined with any other offers. 0% available with approved credit for 72 months through dealer and indirect lending service that cannot be combined with discount.
Whether you're an empty nester or a new retiree, when it comes to protecting your health, you want a sure thing you can count on. And that's Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Nationally recognized by J.D. Power for outstanding member satisfaction with Medicare Advantage plans. When you need great customer service, count on Blue. Whoever you are and wherever you're headed, when you need us most, count on Blue. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. This award is neither endorsed nor given by Medicare. For award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Meet you at Molly's before the game, after the game, or for the game. The Modern Irish Pub is the Otters away game headquarters with live stream broadcast. Molly Brannigan's hospitality is rivaled only by her cooking. Our new menu features the finest homemade Irish fare, along with a wee bit of the unexpected. Happy hour is the perfect pregame. Score with buy one, get one appetizers and discounted drinks. And don't forget to try our Otters signature sandwich, the ultimate fan food. Molly Brannigan's, just north of Perry Square on State.
Every child deserves a permanent home and a loving family. There are hundreds of children in Erie County who dream of finding their forever family. Consider opening your heart and home to a child. Consider adoption through Family Services of NWPA. Learn more at adoptnwpakids.org. Family Services of NWPA is a proud sponsor of the Erie Otters.
Okay, we're going to keep this quick.
Because at Blaze Pizza,
artisanal quality at crazy fast speed is what we're all about.
Fresh dough made from scratch daily.
Walk the line and choose any toppings you'd like.
It's all one price.
Then it's just 180 seconds in our blazing hot oven
for fast fire perfection.
That's Blaze Pizza. Sound good?
Then come check us out and build your own pizza at Blaze Pizza.
Peachtree Square in Erie.
Jerry just gradually got worse and worse. Our doctor said the only thing that could save you is a live donor.
Karen's husband Jerry had end-stage liver disease and needed a transplant.
Our oldest daughter said, Dad, I'm a match, let's do this.
UPMC is the only hospital in the region that does living donor liver transplants.
UPMC saved all of our lives. My girls still have their dad. I still have my sweetheart.
I didn't choose to have my liver fail, but I did choose UPMC.
With the new Express Sports football and car racing from the Pennsylvania Lottery, you can play your favorite sports at participating retailers, bars, and restaurants. Make your picks on your play slip, like touchdown pass on the third play, or the first 3 cars to cross the finish line, and watch the fast-paced lifelike action on the big screen. With drawings for cash prizes every 5 minutes, there's never a dull moment. Come on, come on. Yes!
Express Sports from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Compete from your seat. Players must be 18 or older. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Every time you enter the doors at New Motors, you're guaranteed to find the most experienced team in town. They understand the value of teamwork, provide great customer service, fight get you the best price, and at the end of the day,
outstanding customer service is our goal.
Only at New Motors.
When you visit, remember, tell them Larry sent you.
Northern Pennsylvania Regional College. Where are we? The answer is right here, in your hometown, in your neighborhood, in your community. We are here offering 2-year degrees in workforce development where is needed the most. With evening classes, our students can balance life and work without having to leave their community. Visit regionalcollegepa.org for our degree options and application process. Northern Pennsylvania Regional College. This could change everything.
Love where you live? Find yourself here with NPRC and enroll for spring 2019.
You're listening to the Otters Hour on CBS Sports Radio, 96.3 and 1260.
Maxim Golot and Brendan Sowen. So, guys, last we left off, we were talking about the week that was for the Otters. You climbed within a point of the Windsor Spitfires, 2 games in hand. And now, after playing last night, you get back in, and here we go into another big week for you guys. And this one's not an easy one. Just looking ahead, you can look at the standings, you can look at see where teams are at, and you can look at some of the rosters and see the talent that's been amassed by some of these groups. But the London Knights in London on a Friday night, the Niagara Ice Dogs at the Erie Insurance Arena Saturday night, and then a 4 o'clock start at the Erie Insurance Arena again, where you take on the London Knights. I mean, for me, looking at this schedule and seeing what you guys have on the slate coming up, that's a pretty daunting task that you guys have ahead of yourselves. How do you approach it? And Brendan, you mentioned it earlier in the show that you have beaten the CHL top 10 teams in Ottawa, in Niagara, beat them twice already. So how do you take it to these guys once more, knowing there's points on the line, and you guys also playing some pretty good hockey here the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, just go in with no fear of these teams. I mean, yeah, they're good, but we're looking to push into the playoffs here, so we should have no fear no fear of ourselves, no fear of our team, and we should have belief in each other. And we've played some pretty good games against Niagara. It's been close. Against London, I think we've had some good games. So we're looking forward to the weekend for sure to see what we can do.
Max, the team has had a rough spot against the London Knights here over the last 2 seasons. You won the season opener last year in October at the Erie Insurance Arena in that first meeting, and then they went out and acquired Joseph Raymakers. He's going to be the man in the goal for them the last 2 years. And the Otters have really been given fits by these London Knights. What is it about this group and this rivalry that you've now had a season and a half to kind of be involved with that the fans love so much, but also it seems like the games get pretty feisty as well?
Yeah, for sure. The games are pretty entertaining ones, and they got lots of talent on their team, there's no doubt, but just the way they carry themselves out on the ice against us, it's not very respectful, and I don't think they respect us as a team, even though I wasn't here for it, but you guys beat them in the playoffs, and but now I think they're just trying to kind of show us that now it's their turn. But with that being said, it's a potential first-round matchup, and we can't back down in this weekend and show them that we're here to play, and that say that matchup arises in the playoffs that we're there to play.
you guys embrace the underdog role? I mean, that's kind of what it's at. And you mentioned there, I can kind of see it too, Max. Where London, they come into a building, whether it's theirs or the Erie Insurance Arena, and they seems like they just roll in thinking like they own the place. And I think you get that feel from Niagara as well, that maybe there isn't that respect, and maybe that's a place where you guys can take advantage and really kind of sneak up from behind, if you will, on some of these teams that don't take you guys seriously. I think there's a lot of talent, and when you guys played here the last couple of games, and that continues, you could beat just about anybody. But that underdog role, is that something you guys can embrace and really surprise some people here moving forward over the next 15 games you have left on the OHL schedule?
Mm-hmm, for sure. Yeah, coming into these games, like you said, the underdogs, I mean, I don't think there's a ton of pressure on us, to be honest. I mean, I think there's more pressure on these teams coming in, expected to beat us. So with us coming in and just playing our game and working hard shift in, shift out, I think we have nothing to be nervous about. I mean, if we, play the way we want to play, I think we'll be fine in all three of these games coming up here.
Max, now into your second season with the Erie Otters, there are a few things I wanted to get to with you. As you become a leader on this squad and on this Otters team, but looking at situations like this where it still is a pretty young group and you've been around a bit and you're living together here with Brendan Sellen, is there a way that you're able to kind of help guide these the first-year guys, let them know what's on the line and about some of these rivalries that you've got kind of tossed into the fire with last season and now know a bit more about here in your second year?
I think something that really resonated with me as a rookie is players leading by example on the ice, and guys like Taylor Radish, Owen Hedrick, who would give it their all in on the ice, and you really want to follow their lead when they do that. So I think just going out there every shift and competing and doing what the coach is asking, and I think that really translates down the lineup and everywhere, and just one for all and all for one, right?
You've missed 7 games out sick. You get back in the lineup last week. How difficult is that to miss the speed of the game and try to jump back in the lineup in what is a pretty critical time of the OHL season and the final, at that time, final 19 games of the year for the Erie Otters? But for you to be out off the ice for so long, you told me in a pregame interview too that you just kind of have to lay on the couch there dealing with mono, so there's not much you can do, and I'm sure you lose a lot of the stamina and ability that you kind of you're used to day in and out with practice. How do you bounce back from that and get the body prepared to get back out there and finish out a grueling OHL season?
Like I said before, with mono, you just got to sit on the couch and can't really do anything, and that's probably the worst thing about it. You just want to get up, but the doctor doesn't let you do anything, and coming back, it was really tough. My cardio wasn't as good as before, and especially with other teams hitting their stride. So it's like the peak of the season where everyone's making their push for the playoffs and their run, and it definitely was tough. But I just think putting extra time away from on and off the ice was huge, and luckily, like you said, I scored one early, and that gave me my confidence back, and allowed me to find my groove.
What does Andrew Kuneski, the Otters trainer, how does he help you guys out with that kind of situation? I know he's not just the athletic trainer, but he's also there for workouts and helping the stamina building, and I know you guys have to wear heart rate monitors just about every practice or so, at every workout, to make sure that heart rate is up. How it is not aside from just helping you, Max, get back into game shape and back onto the ice, but for Brendan, how have you seen the workouts and this kind of everyday work ethic you got to find in your first year of the OHL? How is that going to change the way you've approached hockey games?
Yeah, it's been different for sure. I mean, coming into the OHL, it's the work ethic is a lot more. There's a lot more going on per day, and I think Coop, he does a great job. I mean, his care really shows for us. Every day he wants us to get better, and he wants us to succeed, and I love that about him. And I think he really cares for guys that have injuries. I mean, they want, even if they do have an injury, they want to come back as soon as possible. And I think because Coop cares for us so much, he doesn't want us to come back right away. He wants us to get better and until we're actually ready to play. So it's been great working with him the whole year, my first rookie season.
Max, did he do anything? Did Coop have anything different for you coming back from mono? Is there a certain way that you can kickstart your cardio and to get back into game shape? What specifically do you have to do outside of just skating to get back into being able to play a full 60 minutes?
Just doing the extra stuff, riding the bike, running stairs, doing suicides after practice, maybe wearing a weight vest, and also during that time you lose a lot of your strength, and because your muscles get depleted and your throat's pretty sore, so you can't eat a lot. So definitely took some time for me to find my stride again, but I feel good now, and hopefully I could continue for the rest of the season.
And that's what the Otters are looking for here this weekend, as 3 more games, a 3-3 for you guys, going up to London on a Friday night at the Budweiser Gardens at 7:30, right back at the Erie Insurance Arena this Saturday to host the Niagara Ice Dogs, and again home Sunday with the London Knights in town. 3-3. You guys do not get any breaks on the schedule, and it's been like that since I joined the Otters back in 13-14. It's a pretty grueling schedule for some of the teams on the outskirts that aren't right inside the middle of Ontario and the Toronto area. So the schedule for the Otters is tough between travel and all that, but another 3-3 for you guys. You have 7 total on the season. How do you gear up for that, prepare, and knowing, too, that you just played Tuesday night, a bit of a day off with the slight workout today, I'm sure practice tomorrow and game planning and getting into the weekend. How do you have your body ready to go and keep it ready to go for 3 games with how critical every game is towards the final stretch of the OHL season?
Yeah, I think, like you said, Coop really helps with that, with our, injury prevention workouts and stuff like that to keep our bodies in tip-top shape. And I think at a time like this where, as you said, we've had 7 3-3s, I think our bodies have kind of adjusted to it a little bit, even though it still gets tough in the third game. Your legs are just worn out. But, we got to take every game in that 3-3 the same way. Tired or not, we got to play the same way every game.
For you, Max, is it just as critical to keep the body upkeep? Is it short shifts, or try not to extend yourself too much as we know that we can see you out there for maybe a little longer, the way you guys can create at times in the offensive zone?
Well, I think it's different for everyone, the way they prepare their bodies. I like to hop in the cold tub sometimes, and I feel like that helps get rid of some of the lactic acid in my legs. I also get treated stretched out by Coop. We do partner stretches, roll out the muscles, and there's so many things you could do. Stay hydrated, eat well. It just comes down to the details and the way you prepare your body for the games, and I think it helps in maybe small percentages, but over the course of a 3-3, it definitely adds up, and you feel much better in the third game when your mind's tired and your legs are heavy, but it definitely helps you push through.
It's a big weekend for the Erie Otters with 3 games, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 2 of those at the Erie Insurance Arena. Tickets, great seats, still available Saturday night when the Otters host the Niagara Ice Dogs, and then Sunday evening at 4 o'clock start with the London Knights in town to take on the Erie Otters from the Erie Insurance Arena once again. This is Otters Hour. We're live at Molly Brannigan's until 7 o'clock. I'll be here still. With me on the show here today, Brendan Stellan and Max Golan, a pair of forwards for the Erie Otters. And guys, we'll take another break. We'll come back with a little bit more and dive a little deeper into what was a pretty entertaining bus ride for the way back for everybody, I'm sure. We'll talk about that on the other side of this break. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
What sedan lets you hit the road and not the gas station? With an average of 37 miles per gallon highway, it's a 2018 Nissan Sentra. This compact sedan has a sporty profile thanks to its sleek aerodynamic design. It also has other great standard features like Bluetooth and remote keyless entry. The 2018 Nissan Sentra.
0 down for only $199 a month. Sign and drive.
What's the best-selling SUV in America? It's the Nissan Rogue.
0 down for only $279 a month for 36 months. Sign and drive.
The Rogue has standard features such as zero-gravity seats, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and rear cross-traffic alert.
0 down for only $279 a month for 36 months. Sign and drive.
Stop in and meet the Rogue family at Interstate Nissan, 1.5 miles south of I-90 on Peachtree.
18 Nissan Sentra, selling price $19,247, VIN JY320068. 18 Nissan Rogue, selling price $26,101, VIN JP503998. Both leases 12,000 miles per year for 36 with Tier 1 credit approval through NMAC. Lease payment is plus tax, title, license, stock fee, and $595 acquisition fee.
Jerry just gradually got worse and worse. Our doctor said the only thing that could save you is a live donor.
Karen's husband Jerry had end-stage liver disease and needed a transplant.
Our oldest daughter said, "Dad, I'm a match, let's do this."
UPMC is the only hospital in the region that does living donor liver transplants.
UPMC saved all of our lives. My girls still have their dad. I still have my sweetheart.
I didn't choose to have my liver fail, but I did choose UPMC.
With the new Express Sports football and car racing from the Pennsylvania Lottery, you can play your favorite sports at participating retailers, bars, and restaurants. Make your picks on your placelet, like touchdown pass on the third play, or the first 3 cars to cross the finish line, and watch the fast-paced lifelike action on the big screen. With drawings for cash prizes every 5 minutes, there's never a dull moment. Come on, come on. Yes!
Express Sports from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Compete from your seat. Players must be 18 or older. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Every time you enter the doors at New Motors, you're guaranteed to find the most experienced team in town. They understand the value of teamwork, provide great customer service, fight to get you the best price, and at the end of the day,
outstanding customer service is our goal.
Only at New Motors.
When you visit, remember, tell them Larry sent you.
Northern Pennsylvania Regional College. Where are we? The answer is right here, in your hometown, in your neighborhood, in your community. We are here offering 2-year degrees in workforce development where is needed the most. With evening classes, our students can balance life and work without having to leave their community. Visit regionalcollegepa.org for our degree options and application process. Northern Pennsylvania Regional College. This could change everything.
Love where you live? Find yourself here with NPRC and enroll for spring 2019.
Whether you're an empty nester or a new retiree, when it comes to protecting your health, you want a sure thing you can count on. And that's Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Nationally recognized by J.D. Power for outstanding member satisfaction with Medicare Advantage plans. When you need great customer service, count on Blue. Whoever you are and wherever you're headed, when you need us most, count on Blue. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. This award is neither endorsed nor given by Medicare. For award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Meet you at Molly's before the game, after the game, or for the game. The Modern Irish Pub is the Otters away game headquarters with live stream broadcast. Molly Brannigan's hospitality is rivaled only by her cooking. Our new menu features the finest homemade Irish fare, along with a wee bit of the unexpected. Happy hour is the perfect pregame. Score with buy one, get one appetizers and discounted drinks. And don't forget to try our Otters Signature Sandwich, the ultimate fan food. Molly Brannigan's, just north of Perry Square on State.
Every child deserves a permanent home and a loving family. There are hundreds of children in Erie County who dream of finding their forever family. Consider opening your heart and home to a child. Consider adoption through Family Services of NWPA. Learn more at adoptnwpakids.org. Family Services of NWPA is a proud sponsor of the Erie Otters.
Okay, we're going to keep this quick. Because at Blaze Pizza,
artisanal quality at crazy fast speed is what we're all about.
Fresh dough made from scratch daily.
Walk the line and choose any toppings you like.
It's all one price.
Then it's just 180 seconds in our blazing hot oven
for fast fire perfection.
That's Blaze Pizza. Sound good?
Then come check us out and build your own pizza at Blaze Pizza.
Peachtree Square in Erie. You're listening to the Otters Hour on CBS Sports Radio, 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back here into Otters Hour. I'm your host, Aaron Cooney. We're live at Molly Brannigan's till 7 o'clock here tonight with my guests today, Brendan Sellen and Maxim Golod on the show here. And we just ordered these guys a couple of Yeti sandwiches, the Otters signature sandwich of the month here, only at Molly Brannigan's that you can order. So we'll get by the time these come in, we'll get the verdict on how this one stacks between the 5 different sandwiches that the Otters have had so far here at Molly Brannigan's. And a reminder for you, if you're tuning in, you can never miss an Otters game. Always here live at the Molly Brannigan's, one of your away game destinations to catch all Otters hockey games, home or away. Here at Molly Brannigan's, and be sure to try the Otters signature sandwich. So we'll see how that tastes here when we get these served up for Brendan Sellen and Maxim Golod. And guys, as we continue here on the show, teased it a little bit beforehand before we got into had to take a break. But last night, so coming back on the bus. We had the unexpected earlier trip to go up on Monday to avoid the weather. The big win in Kitchener Tuesday in a shootout, and in the ride back, it turns out, as it kind of bounced around up and down the hall or the line of seats that in the rows on the bus, that we were going to have rookie karaoke. So it's last year. I don't remember this happening last year. So Max, you
I got away with it.
Out a bit.
Yeah, got away with it, and thought I'd punish this year's guys a little bit.
So we had the 7 rookies that hop in and jump in. Their select choice over the PA system in the bus. Get to serenade Doug, our bus driver, and help him keep him awake at least during the ride back. Yeah. So we'll go with this. We'll start with the first question. We'll go with Brendan first because you were one of the middle guys, middle of the pack here. Dan D'Amato led us off. What was the nerves like hopping up there? You can't hear the noise-canceling headphones that go on, so you can't really hear the guys behind you. But then to just perform your heart out and rookie karaoke, how did it go?
Yeah, you just got to sing your heart out. I mean, that's what I did. I think that's what everyone did. You can't hear if they're booing behind you. But, you just got to sing your heart out. I mean, I picked a classic and, just did my best vocals, and I think it went pretty well. So. And
what was that song? I'm going to leave that up to you here.
Yeah, I did Stacy's Mom. And it went pretty well. So,
Stacy's Mom. And then how'd the crowd react to that one? Because that one had the biggest reaction from the back of the bus. Select lyrics that we don't have to get into. No. But Max, the boys loved it.
Yeah.
It was that was the huge reaction from the gang.
Yeah, I came up there and gave them a few pointers and told them to stir the pot a little bit. I thought the boys would love it, and turns out they did, and came out with the victory on that one.
So what would your song of choice been if you were the rookie last year and, the gang with Patrick Fellows and Owen Hedrick and Taylor Radish would have been there at the time too, Kyle Maxwell. Those guys said, all right, it's rookie karaoke time. What was Max Golod going to go with?
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe definitely not Barbie doll, but probably maybe Sweet Caroline coming off the victory, something the guys could sing along to with the new lyrics. Yeah,
that would have got them going.
Yeah.
So, is that the worst of the rookie experiences that you've had so far, Brendan? Is your first year in the Ontario Hockey League?
Yeah, definitely one of them. I mean, we did the rookie wing challenge.
Okay.
Over at where was it?
Quaker State.
Yeah, that's kind of ingrained in the Otters lore, to go up to Quaker State there for the wings. Did you go the nuclear, is that what it is? Nuclear?
Triple atomic or something.
Triple atomic. So, yeah, I got my mouth burned a little bit, but hey, it's all part of being a rookie, so, yeah.
Well, you're almost through it here. Only a couple more weeks, and then you'll be the veteran. You'll be one of the older dogs on the block there.
Yep.
Moving forward. So, guys, I know you two live together. Max is your second year, obviously, in Erie. What's it like having a billet brother and showing him the ropes around his new home in Erie, his new home away from home?
I don't want him to get too big-headed or get an airhead, but I love him a lot, and I love living with him too. So it's definitely been fun.
Has it been a challenge adjusting to a new home, Brendan, and obviously away from the family, adding a new brother and Max Golod that you have to live with, and a guy that helps you take on kind of a new life here in Erie?
Yeah, it's obviously different moving away from your parents, but within the first week of moving in with Max, I felt like we've been brothers for 5 years. So yeah, it's been great. And Gail, my billet mom, and Tom, my billet brother, have also been great. With accommodations and stuff. So yeah, it's been great.
So you're one of the first to experience the Otters' new partnership with Fairview School District, going to school there. What's it been like to have balance, not only have to go to school in the morning and then come and do practice? You have some long days. Sure, today was nice with not having practice. We got in about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning earlier today coming back from Kitchener. But how do you balance that, and what's school like? How has Fairview treated you so far?
Yeah, it's different coming to the States and doing school. I mean, it's obviously a little different than Canada, but they've been really accommodating as well. I mean, with us being on the road a lot, they give us a lot of leeway on homework and stuff. And even now that we're all doing online courses, we just kind of hang out in the library and do our work. So they've been really generous enough to let us use their library, and yeah, they've been great to us. So
Max, you've obviously, as I mentioned, you've been here. This is year number 2 for you, and taking Brendan under your wing. What have you picked up here around Erie? What have you showed them? What are some of the hidden gems that the boys love, that whether it's a restaurant or going to hang out? You mentioned the Wing Challenge earlier. That happens every year for the rookies. But is there a favorite restaurant that you guys go to here around Erie, to whether it's before practice or hopping on the bus or needing a snack? What's the go-to?
I like Oyama's or Hibachi. They still haven't done their rookie dinner where the bills will be pretty hefty there. They still have to do that. And, I like that place. And we mix it up a bit. I don't know. Where do you like to go?
We go to Arby's.
No, we don't.
I always want to go to Arby's with him, but he never wants to go. So we'll try and get him to go sometime.
That's the choice you're going with. That's the place. Anywhere else around Erie that hasn't picked up for you. Like, you guys don't have Moe's up in
Lori's. Lori's is a big one.
Okay, that's another. So you guys, you're on that side. So you're Lori's, and you're not part of the breakfast place crew, because that's the guys on the east side, right?
Yeah, not too many of them.
That's that tradition and that group's kind of dwindling down. It seems like a little bit. Well, I know. Kind of a half day off for you guys, a bit of a workout, but you did have, you mentioned a ping pong tournament. And I know that's a staple in the Otters locker room here. It can get pretty heated from everything that I understand. But a ping pong tournament, Wes Wolf I'm assuming, organized the whole thing. He seems to be the guy to get everybody involved in that. Max, year 2, how's the ping pong game improved for you?
It's definitely come a long way. Sitting in the top 10 rankings right now, so I'm pretty happy with that. I was ranked 7th for this tournament, but ended up losing Wes in the quarterfinals there. But I actually left after the quarterfinals, and I think the semifinals and finals are tomorrow, so we'll see how that plays out. Hopefully you could get the victory, and I lost to someone who could win the tournament.
Brendan, where were you at in the tournament? Where's the ping? You don't look too thrilled with this question coming.
It's fun to play and everything. I got dusted in the first round against Emmett Sproul, and I kind of took off after that. I've never been a huge ping pong guy, so yeah.
But you have to pick it up here. When you're at the Otters, this is what you do in the locker room. I mean, this group has gone through at least 4 or 5 different ping pong tables since it's like one every season. It seems like this we end up getting because. Either somebody smashes the paddle or just the putting away part doesn't get there and gets banged up. So you have to continue to work on the ping pong game again.
I guess, get a little better, hopefully. Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be opportunities. Who's in the finals, in the semifinals tomorrow?
I would think it's Yates, Snipes, G and Murph. I didn't see that game, and that was the quarterfinals, and then BJ and Jamie, which was the other quarterfinal.
Who's the favorite? Who is the number one?
Number one
right
seed
now?
is Yates right now.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I had no idea. How's it play out the rest of the way? Who's like the top 5? You said you were seventh seed? Who's in top 5 then?
Top 5 is Yates, Snipes. Third is Jamie, BJ, and G.
So hopefully I can make my way up into the top 10 by hopefully the end of this year.
All those guys are still going to be there next year, so you're still at the bottom.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Great.
Off-season workouts. That's going to be part of the Otters off-season workouts that Coops he gives you.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be working on that ping pong game. Just put up the wall on the one side, just like Forrest Gump, and just
go at
it. At yourself. You have to learn, get better, grow, be ready to go for year 2 because you're going to have a batch of rookies to get
of course.
Just run your way through, wax them, and get even better. Maybe that's what it is. You just need a confidence booster, a confidence game here.
Maybe
coming up.
I mean, rookies next year. I can't be losing to the rookies next year, so definitely got to get better. Like you said, in the summer, maybe a couple hours of ping pong a day, get a little better. But we'll see.
Goes right through it. That's the off-ice training. That's actually what the Otters off-ice training is.
Just ping pong.
Mainly for the hand-eye.
Hand-eye coordination,
guys, this one always comes through, too, and I ask just about every guy that comes through on this on the show, as we're live at Molly Brennigan's until 7 o'clock here with Brendan Sellon and Maxim Golod. And, guys, Wes has really transformed the locker room culture in a fashion sense in the 3 years that he's been with the group. Everybody's kind of stepped up their game, and I'm sure you guys have got a crash course on that as well and seen the guy's style. So my question to you is, of the Otters roster, who has the best style on the team? This can be whether it's the game day suit or even everyday wear. If somebody's nose fashion is in it, or
used to be Timmer easily, hands down. Now I think this guy just came in recently, and I think he's taking over the throne. Cece.
Really?
Yeah.
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 I think I kind of like Pete's. I like the European style he's got going on.
No, I do not agree.
I like his style. Thank you.
I don't agree.
You disagree? It seems to go back and forth with the European kind of flair that he brings over. Obviously, his first time over, so in North America. So we don't know. Well, we just had a couple of Yeti sandwiches get delivered here.
Looks good.
So it means we'll take a break. We'll get the full taste review here from the panel when we come back after this break. We're live at Molly Brannigan's with Otters Hour until 7 o'clock. I'm Aaron Cooney, with me Brendan Selwyn and Maxim Golot. These guys are going to try the sandwiches here, and we'll be back with the review on the other side of this break. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
When you have a great name you can trust, you know where you can get a great used car with guaranteed credit approval. Erie Auto Credit, the home of guaranteed credit approval 100% of the time. Stop in today or go to erieautocredit.com.
With the new Express Sports football and car racing from the Pennsylvania Lottery, you can play your favorite sports at participating retailers, bars, and restaurants. Make your picks on your placelet, like touchdown pass on the third play, or the first 3 cars across the finish line, and watch the fast-paced lifelike action on the big screen. With drawings for cash prizes every 5 minutes, there's never a dull moment. Come on, come on, yes!
Express Sports from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Compete from your seat. Players must be 18 or older. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
As a CEO, I want the best from our employees. In return, they want the best from their company, especially when it comes to their health benefits. That's why we choose UPMC Health Plan. It gives our employees in-network access to the best doctors and hospitals, including the world-class care of UPMC. And the best part? It's affordable for all of us.
For the quality, affordable coverage your company deserves, here's the plan, UPMC Health Plan.
When you need a loan and you don't know where to get it, you gotta call Erie Auto Credit, Erie Auto Credit, and ErieAutoCredit.com.
Whether you're a newborn or a new retiree, life can be unpredictable. That's why when it comes to protecting your health, you want a sure thing you can count on. And that's Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. For your everyday needs in those unexpected moments. For support in a crisis and motivation when you're running low. And to be there when you need us most. Whoever you are and wherever you're headed, count on Blue. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield.
The Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels are proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. Join them for their pregame and postgame celebration at the award-winning Bayfront Grill or the brand-new Shoreline Grill, located just minutes away from all the action. Let them help you fuel up for the high-energy game with their extensive menus and craft brew selections. You ought to be dining with the best. The Sheraton Erie Bayfront Grill and Courtyard by Marriott. At ServPro of West Erie County, no job is too big and no question is too small. So when fire or water damage strikes your home or business, call on ServPro of West Erie County at 814-806-1987. That's where you'll find a team of specialists that's faster to any size disaster. So when the things that matter most are on the line, call ServPro of West Erie County, 814-806-1987 to help make fire and water damage like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Every child deserves a permanent home and a loving family. There are hundreds of children in Erie County who dream of finding their forever family. Consider opening your heart and home to a child. Consider adoption through Family Services of NWPA. Learn more at adoptnwpakids.org. Family Services of NWPA is a proud sponsor of the Erie Otters.
Okay, we're going to keep this quick.
Because at Blaze Pizza, artisanal quality at crazy fast speed is what we're all about.
Fresh dough made from scratch daily.
Walk the line and choose any toppings you'd like.
It's all one price.
Then it's just 180 seconds in our blazing hot oven
For fast fire perfection.
That's Blaze Pizza. Sound good?
Then come check us out and build your own pizza at Blaze Pizza.
Peach Street Square in Erie.
Every time you enter the doors at New Motors, you're guaranteed to find the most experienced team in town. They understand the value of teamwork, provide great customer service, fight to get you the best price, and at the end of the day,
outstanding customer service is our goal.
Only at New Motors.
When you visit, remember, tell them Larry sent you.
Northern Pennsylvania Regional College. Where are we? The answer is right here, in your hometown, in your neighborhood, in your community. We are here offering 2-year degrees in workforce development where is needed the most. With evening classes, our students can balance life and work without having to leave their community. Visit regionalcollegepa.org for our degree options and application process. Northern Pennsylvania Regional College. This could change everything.
Love where you live? Find yourself here with NPRC and enroll for spring 2019.
You're listening to the Otters Hour on CBS Sports Radio, 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back here to Molly Brennigans. It's Otters Hour. I'm your host, Aaron Cooney. We're live here. This is the final segment coming up, and it's going to be the judges panel here because we just you guys got down half of the Yeti wrap, the barbecue pulled pork. It looks like beer cheese and bacon, some tater tots all inside there. So I know you guys have had a couple other ones. This is Brendan Sellen and Maxim Golod. And now to rate Chad Yetman's creation in this kitchen here at Molly Brannigan's, what would you give the Otters' signature sandwich of the month, the Yeti, after getting through half of it?
Yeah, I think I'd give it about a 7. Probably not the most ideal combination.
Different.
Different.
Especially in a wrap.
Yeah, but I think I've had every other sandwich because I come in with my parents after games a lot. So compared to those other sandwiches, I think, around a 7 would be mine.
All right.
I think I'd give it an 8. I like all the ingredients inside. I like pulled pork. I like tater tots and the cheese. And I think I'd like it on a bun maybe instead of a wrap. Yeah. But the flavor's definitely there, and it's definitely something I'd get.
So we got a 7 and an 8. It's a 15 out of 20 here. Definitely, that is a review from the two Erie Otters here today with Brendan Sellen and Maxim Golod saying you should come in to Molly Brannigan's and give the Yeti a shot. And I know there's one more sandwich on the way in the month of March. I don't know who Griever's going to pick to come up and create this thing, what's going to be next, but you still have the rest of February. And you know what? There is a holiday coming up tomorrow. If you need a date night, a couple of Yeti pulled pork sandwiches may do it for you on a Thursday date night on Valentine's Day. So Molly Brannigan's may be the place to be tomorrow night with the Otters signature sandwich. Guys, we have a few more minutes here to wrap up, and we were talking about fashion before we got to the sandwiches delivered to you guys and into the final kind of segment. But some rapid-fire kind of questions is usually how I round things out to finish up the show. Kind of get to know you guys off the ice a bit. So the first one for you, music is a big part of it. We talked a little about karaoke beforehand, but if you're warming up for a game, what's on the headphones, what's on the tunes, the earbuds on the bus ride up to wherever we may be or even on the way to the rink?
Anything rap, Migos, Kendrick Lamar, anything like that.
I also like rap, and come closer to game time, I like EDM music. I don't know, get the heart rate going a little bit.
What's the go-to song right now? Is there a favorite song that you on repeat that you cannot you have to have it for a hockey game?
Nothing. Oh, maybe "Wow" by Post Malone. That's a good one. Just came out.
Or Pure Water by
Migos is good. Yeah.
How about TV show, movie? You guys watching anything on Netflix? Getting through anything?
Yeah, I just watched You. That was pretty fun. I just watched this documentary, Abducted in Plain Sight.
Okay.
It's like a movie, yeah. And I'm starting to watch the Ted Bundy tapes.
I just finished Ted Bundy, and that's the next one is for me to watch Abducted in Plain Sight.
Yeah.
The Ted Bundy thing is insane.
It's good?
Yeah, it was really good once you get to it. I won't spoil it for you, but it just gets more and more wild until you get to the end there. So that's a good one to watch. What about you, Sal's? Anything about the same thing? You guys just snuggle up and watch the same shows
sometimes.
Back at home sometimes?
Yeah.
Or?
I just watched Unbroken, movie about World War II, like that one. So.
It's an old one.
Yeah,
around like 2015.
I know, it was on Netflix though, so I watched it. So.
Whenever it pops up. How about favorite pregame meal? You got a go-to you got to have every single time pregame meal, or
I prefer just like baked chicken, no crust on it, just chicken breast with buttered penne or something like that.
We have the same thing before every game, both of us. So yeah, chicken pasta seems to be doing us well.
I'll take it. All right,
we could make some modifications.
Maybe a little, yeah.
One more for you guys. I don't know, we're going up to Budweiser Gardens. What's your favorite rink to play in outside of the Erie Insurance Arena? You got a favorite building to go up and play in?
The Dort.
Really?
Yeah.
You like that building?
I don't know. I just always play well there. So.
Yeah. You guys have pretty high-scoring games here, at least this season here up there. But
even last year, I don't know. I don't know, something about the lighting, the ice, I don't know, I just always feel energized.
Is that Saginaw or Flint?
Flint. Nothing against Flint, but I don't think anybody has ever said that before.
Yeah, no. I like the Odd. The Odd's great to play in. Great atmosphere.
I'm a fan of that one as well. Yeah. Guys, hey, thanks for joining us. We're getting close here. Got to wrap things up on Otters Hour. Brendan Sellon and Maxim Golod, my guests. I'm Aaron Cooney. I want to thank Brian McKay back in studio as we wrap things up here. Otters on the road Friday night, 7:30 start, 7:15 with the Erie Federal Credit Union pregame show. And then Saturday and Sunday back home at the Erie Insurance Arena for the Otters. You've been listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
You've been listening to the Otters Hour, an inside look at your Erie Otters and the Ontario Hockey League. This is WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Award voting. Tonight is the